Okay, it's a little while after my Knuckles review, and I took the arm off because it was like super loose. And they have these little black things in the arm itself, and I'm not sure if it's to help like keep the arm on, but it makes it super loose, and I don't really know if removing it will help. I'm gonna add, I'm gonna put it on the arm first, and then I'm gonna add tape to it, and we'll see if that helps, and I'll update y'all with that. All right, so after a while, I decided to just use super glue because it helped way more. I did use the tape, but it kept like it wouldn't be able to stay by itself up here, so it kept going down. But with the super glue, it's way more tighter and doesn't go down as easy. So yeah, just use some super glue. Make sure you be careful and let it dry first in the hole, and then put it on. I also took off the head too to see if I can cut something out, but I couldn't. So yeah. Yo, I'm back. A little bit late. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be uploaded on Monday, unless I forget. And my dog's interrupting me right now. Hi, Shadow. But I went over to my friend's house because he bought me the 4-pack, and I only wanted Knuckles. So he gave me Knuckles after I had to pay him back. But I also traded him slash his brother for the tails. I gave him the happy tails so I can have the angry tails. But I already did a review on the regular tails, and it's just the same figure, just with that different head sculpt. That's why he's not included into this, but he will be in the scaling. And yeah, finally I got Knuckles. If you want to know about the 4-pack, all they do is glow. Nothing very important or impressive at all. But yeah, that's pretty much it about the Sonic and Shadow figures. And they're the same. Sonic has a different head sculpt than this one. It's more like this head sculpt on like the 4-inch figures. So yeah, it's pretty much like that. It's just that head sculpt upscaled and with the darker quills, and then it lights up. That's pretty much all the 4-pack is. But I honestly don't really care about those figures. If you do, go ahead and go check out another review because I don't have those figures. I gave them to my friends because I did not care about them. They were never on my list, and I think they were just like awful. I'm not really. The Shadow one looks cool when he glows up. Sonic, he just looks like something you find at the flea market, really. That's the vibe I got from those figures. But anyways, Knuckles the Echidna. Let's go over him. So, what's that noise? Anyways, so right off the bat. Oh wait, I got a lamp. I think I can. It's not. Here, let me see what I can do. That kind of looks like shit, doesn't it? I'm trying to figure out how to work this lamp real quick, so I can get like over with the better lighting and stuff, and how it kind of looks like in person. But yeah, let's go over Knuckles and details and everything. He looks really good. I really do like him. He's very chunky. He's very muscular. For an Echidna, of course. He's like, what, 120, 110% muscle or some shit? Kind of forgot. His white is pretty faded, so I might have to touch that up because it's not supposed to be like that. But yeah. His hands actually cannot make a fist. The other figures can. Let me grab Sonic. Oh, that's not the best example. Let me close it a little bit more. Like, these can make a fist. Knuckles cannot. Also, Knuckles does not have peg holes at the bottom of his feet like Sonic or Shadow or Tails. So unfortunately, you cannot use the board on Knuckles so you can have Sonic and Knuckles riding down a mountain or something. But overall, his details and everything look really good. Oh yeah, there is a minor issue up here. I'm not sure if you can tell, but let me see if I can get it on camera. No, that's not gonna work. But there's an issue where it looks, I think the glass, whatever, this plastic's a little too thick on Knuckles' eyes. So you can see the thickness end where his eyes end up there. And it's like that. On the other figures, it's not like that, really. But yeah, minor issues with Knuckles and all that. Let me fix the lighting real quick. But overall, everything else, sculpt work and everything, is really good. His hands are large, of course, they should be. His Lego shoes are good. Everything's really good. I do like it. Articulation is pretty much all the same on all the figures. There's a problem with my knuckles, at least. Like his bicep swivel is like really loose, and yeah. Also, I mentioned this, I believe, in the Sonic and Shadow review, that whenever they upscaled Knuckles, I knew they were gonna fuck up the head, cause look how much space he has, but they made it so tight back here to where he can't look up, and like yeah, you can say, oh well, the dreads will get in the way. Well, you can move the arm a little bit. Well, no, you could move it, and if they just cut a little bit more in the back, you could have Knuckles at least look up a little bit more. But he doesn't. His head doesn't move at all, really, and he can't swivel because of the dreads. There's like nothing they could really do to fix that. Oh wait, look, you can see the issue with the eyes that I was talking about. Like the plastic's a little too thick up there. But anyways, yeah, you cannot turn his head at all because again his dreads are hard. My only option, my only fix up would be like if they made it like more softer, but no, it's a thick plastic, and I understand why. It would be kind of weird to have like a soft head sculpt and then have everything else be more sturdy, whatever. But yeah, articulation is pretty much the same throughout. You got your single joint elbows, you got your bicep swivels, up your ups, the fingers. This time it's like a diaphragm joint rather than the waist swivel, but he still can't crunch, but he can go back a good amount, which annoys me about every action figure in existence, because like they make action figures go back more than like forward more, and I just never understood that. Like that doesn't make sense. Everyone wants like a more crunch than back, unless you want. I'm only fine with it on Batman figures. Other than that, I'm not fine with it. But yeah, he pretty much has like the standard articulation of this line. Oh shit. But yeah, he's really good. I really do like him. I kind of wish they kept like the ball joints for like the ankles, on like the 4-inch figures where it's like a ball joint at the ankle so that it can swivel. But I understand that would have been difficult to do and all that, but that would have been cool. But his feet don't really go down all that much like Shadow or Sonic, because the overlay right here is a little too much. So Sonic goes down a little bit more and slightly more up. Knuckles is pretty much non-existent. It's just very, very slight. So like here it is all the way up, and then there it is all the way down. It's very slight movement, and you can barely really tell. Like you can still tell, but it's not as noticeable as the. Oh yeah, he kind of has a trouble standing. Kind of want to bring his chest forward, and then boom, you have him standing. But yeah, it's not as noticeable as Sonic's or Shadow's or even Tails. But yeah, so there are some issues with this figure in case you didn't really know about it, which I kind of wish I knew. But the most reviews I ever seen of this figure were mostly like everyone covering the 4-pack. And I understand why, because it is a 4-pack. You want to go over all the figures, but at the same time, we all know what we're getting into. We all know what sacrifices they had to make for the light up features, like no butterfly joints, and that's pretty much it, really. Oh, and no ball joint at the head, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Like we already know what we're getting into. Tails is just a reissue with different head. That's pretty much it. Not reissue. I don't know. But yeah, at least I mainly want to see Knuckles because I'm a bit biased. Knuckles is my favorite character. I'm upset at what he turned out to be. But yeah, overall, everything else is really good. Articulation's good. And again, he's very, very beefy here. Let me compare him to Sonic real quick, which is right. But yeah, you can see the difference in his arms, which is funny too, because like when I first got the 4-inch Sonic figure, I was like, oh wow, this is good. This isn't too thin, doesn't feel breakable, right? After I did all that, I then got Knuckles, and this figure was also beefier as well. And I was like, oh my god, he feels great. He's all sturdy, doesn't feel like a break. And after that, once I picked up Sonic again, I got like more worried, I guess. Not worried, but like I was like, oh dang, I never realized how frail he kind of is and how skinny he is, which is great because it is accurate. And it's the same situation with these figures too. But this still feels great, and I know it won't break. But it's pretty much the same situation. I never noticed how skinny they actually feel compared to Knuckles, which is really funny. But anyways, I'm pretty sure that's it for this section. Let's go over scaling. Now, first things first, here is next to the 4-inch line of Sonic 2. Here he is next to Sonic and Knuckles. And as you can see, there is a very big difference between the two Knuckles and Sonic. Now, whether you want Knuckles to have a miniature clone or claim him to have a son, you can use this. Unless you want to use the 2.5-inch figures, you can use that as Knuckles' child. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Also, Sonic cannot stand. But anyways, here's Knuckles next to the Best Action TMNT Raphael and the Super 7 TMNT Raphael as well. You know, just having more red characters into here. At least people who wear red or something. I don't know. Next up here is next to the SH figures Vegeta and Piccolo and this Piccolo's from the Dragon Ball Superhero movie, and this is the Super Saiyan Awakening Vegeta. And I need y'all's opinions. Who does Knuckles really fit more as? Because I see people say he's more Piccolo, but I feel like he's more Vegeta because he's a hothead. And I feel like Shadow is more Piccolo because he's more serious tone and can give great advice. But sometimes it makes Shadow just kind of like Vegeta, more competitive and annoyed. But if we actually look at the peak Shadow, he may get sometimes annoyed, but it's kind of like more Piccolo, and again, Knuckles felt more like Vegeta to me. But you know, comment down below what you feel like, or whoever you think Knuckles fits more as, and personality-wise, I guess. So yeah. Next up, here's I think my phone's sliding. Hold up. Anyways, next up, here's Knuckles next to the NECA King Kong, and here is next to the NECA Leatherhead.
You really think you can handle a champ such as myself? I am the guardian of the Master Emerald. I am sure I can take that championship of yours any time, any day. Such bravery for some little weasel such as yourself. Weasel, let me show you the true power of the echidnas.
Next up, here's next to the Victory Series Hasbro Fortnite figures, the Man Cake and Ripley. Yeah, I just added these because you know, there's always a possibility Sonic and Knuckles and Shadow could get added into Fortnite or something. I don't know. And to end off this review, here is next to the Shadow, Sonic, and Tails by Jack's Pacific. And final thoughts, you know, the conclusions of this Knuckles figure. Do I recommend it? Yes, but I don't recommend the 4-pack. Mainly, okay, maybe because I don't personally like the light up features, but I will say Tails may be kind of worth it for the head. I know I said I wouldn't pick up another Tails because, you know, that's just not me. That's not how I really care. I don't really care about movie Tails. But that the angrier expression is somehow more better than the more happier expression. Like, to me, the angry expression Tails is like, I don't know, I think it's more accurate in a way than like the happier Tails. Now, I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, and that's my fault. But I would suggest waiting on the single, you know, box of Knuckles, because there is one in Wave 2 where it's just Knuckles. Sonic, why do you always fall in every Sonic figure incarnation? Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Anyway. But yeah, there's supposed to be like Knuckles just by himself, not needing the pack in Wave 2, which I did have on pre-order, but I also just pre-ordered the whole wave, so I have like 3 Knuckles on the way. I'm going to give the Knuckles to my friend, because, you know, he's Knuckleless right now. but I'm gonna keep the other Knuckles for now, because I want to compare the two, like the 4-pack and the single one, because I want to test out the quality between both. Like maybe the 4-pack one was a little bit more rushed compared to the single pack one, but it's probably just my copy that's a little more defected than the other ones, but who knows. But anyways, yeah, I'd want to say Knuckles is worth it because he's very good and I really do like him, but at the same time I'm more biased. But Knuckles is a very good figure, but he's also very limited depending on how he is or how you're trying to pose him. But height wise, muscular wise, and just looks wise, he's fantastic. Like when I first got the 4-inch figures, I thought Knuckles was the best one. Now with this wave, I think Shadow is the best one, and Knuckles is a close second. Like, the Sonic figure is good, and so is the Tails. But at the same time, it also just depends on how it looks and, like, how well it really articulates and how more sturdy it does feel. And for me, Shadow does take the best looking figure so far, and Knuckles is a very close second, with Sonic. No, Angry Tail's a third. So Sonic, I'm not saying he's the worst one. They're all very good. I'm just basing this on look-wise and how accurate it is to the movie-wise. Now, I could be wrong. Again, these are just my opinions, and they could be dog shit. I know. I'm aware. It's okay. But, yeah, overall, Knuckles is worth it. But I'm not sure if the 4-pack itself is worth it. Unless you do want the light of features, then, yeah, go ahead and get it. I'm not going to stop you. But if you only want it for Knuckles, if you have the Wave 2 pre-ordered, I'd say wait. But if this is your only chance, not only chance, obviously, but if this is like the one time you can get Knuckles a little bit more early, I guess you can say, go ahead and take it. I mean, I took it, so go ahead and take it. But anyways, yeah, that's about it for this video. Next week, I will do a review on a figure, a custom figure that I already I already showed off. It's gonna be Craven. Let me see if I can grab him real quick. I was gonna do him this Saturday, but some things happened. I'm an older cousin to another little human being. But yeah, let me show off Craven real quick. Yeah, here's Craven. This is going to be my next review. I'm going to go over what I all did. I mean, you can tell, really. I think I already said it in the YouTube short. But, yeah, I'll still go over this one. I might get a different head for him. I'll go over which body I mean, it's pretty obvious which body I use. But, I like reviewing my customs. But, yeah. Anyways, that's it for this review. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whatever time it is, or whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.